Good night, and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G. It is Thursday, February 11th, the memorial of Our Lady of Lourdes. Our Lady of Lourdes, that is one of the, 17 approved apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mary that took place in Lourdes, France, back in 1858, which really isn't that long ago if you think about it. Um, by a young girl, I believe, by the name of Saint Bernadette. So maybe that could be one of your challenges for today, is to look up and research what Our Lady of Lourdes is and all those apparitions. In fact, a friend of mine gave me this from the grotto, the fountain at Our Lady of Lourdes in France, a few years ago. So this is actually holy water from France, which many healings have reportedly been have taken place there since 1858, and it's a very popular religious destination and place to check out. So there it is. There's Our Lady of Lourdes of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and let's move on to the Gospel today. The Gospel is a continuation from Mark. It's from Mark chapter 7, verses 24 through 30. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. From that place he went off to the district of Tyre. He entered a house and wanted no one to know about it, but he could not escape notice. Soon a woman whose daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him. She came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by birth, and she begged him to drive the demon out of her daughter. He said to her, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied and said to them, "Lord, even the dogs under the table eat the children's scraps." Then he said to her, "For saying this you may go. The demon has gone out of your daughter." When the woman went home, she found the child lying in bed and the demon gone. Okay, so we have another miracle, another healing, another demon being driven out by Jesus. But this time it is a mother who is heavily concerned for her daughter, who feels helpless, who can't help her daughter who is struggling. So this woman goes to Jesus, and out of everybody that's been gathering and crowding around Jesus, this woman, in her faith, does her best to fight for him, to reach him and approach him. And notice how Jesus keeps wrestling with the woman. He doesn't grant her wish right away, and her daughter was even with her in this story. She was at home. So the mother went there and approached Jesus on her own. And at first he said no. He said, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." So Jesus doesn't grant her the wish, and he just kind of delays it, kind of testing her to see what her faith is like. And she's persistent, continues going to Jesus, and eventually he grants her wish because of her faith, and she goes home and her daughter's healed. So that can be a lesson for us who's struggling in the faith, which is very common for any Christian to struggle in faith and trust and patience and God's timing and will. So that's the challenge for us, is to stay true to our faith and not to turn our back on Jesus, and just trust that he's going to heal us and bring things to light in his time, according to his will. This way, once he does his work, we'll be even more grateful, and we'll have an even more powerful witness, Christian witness, to bring others closer to Christ. So there's our challenge today and every day. And then there we go. Have a great day. God bless, and keep it real. Mother Mary, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.